Finalizar. 12:01 de la noche.
Do you like peace? Hello from Sullana, I'm Nelson Peñarrera Castillo. Maybe it's time to take your bike. Today is November 11th, 2023. This is Live Connection. Thanks for your subscriptions and your support. Like, comment and share this video. Peru and Ecuador have been a long controversy because of its international border. It started in 1830. It triggered some struggles along their history. The most remarkable was in 1941. It finally became a war. After that, Peru and Ecuador signed a peace, friendship and borders agreement. It happened in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in January 1942. In the beginning, it configured the definitive border between both nations. The problem happened around the Condor Range. It's a branch of the Andean Range, already at the jungle of Peru and Ecuador. The landmarks in the agreement didn't coincide with the landmarks in the document. Ecuador alleged the agreement couldn't be applied totally because that partial issue. The relationship between that country and Peru got tense, but there were not problems. But they didn't last appear. Peru and Ecuador went to war again in 1981 and 1995. The countries which guaranteed the 1942 agreement put Peru and Ecuador to negotiate. These countries are Argentina, Brazil, Chile and the United States. Negotiations were successful in the end. A complementary agreement was signed in Brasilia, Brazil in October 26, 1998. There were protocolar acts in Lima and Quito. But what about the people in the both sides of the border? To say it in brief, they never were in war. Instead, the wars brought them economic crisis. The commerce is the main common activity between and amid the international and the binational area. So, each time the war was declared, the borders got closed. With closed borders, Peru and Ecuador didn't interchange anything, not formally, at least. Then, the 1998 agreement gave tranquility. Borders were open again. After that, these borders were closed once more time during the COVID-19 pandemic, but not because of a diplomatic controversy. In the meantime, the peace agreement was a cause of celebration. For the people, I mean. Many living at the Ecuadorian southern and the Peruvian northern are more related than they ever think. A clue are the last names. James Ojeda is Peruvian, a Sullana native actually, but he discovered his ancestors in Ecuador, so he considers himself as a Peruvian Ecuadorian. This fact moved him to create an activity to celebrate the binationality. As he likes to ride bikes, he figured out going from Peru to Ecuador over one of them. 1 year of the definitive agreement was marked in 1999. Ojeda has been the production chief of Radio Nuevo Norte. This is an analogic radio station broadcasting from Sullana. Its signal is possible to be received at the south of Ecuador. Ojeda launched on the integration's ways in September 1999. It was about a bike ride play going from Sullana in Peru to Macará in Ecuador. It were 8 other editions through the years, and as much as we know, it's the only one of its kind, at least in Latin America. In 2023, the bike ride play is on November 11th and 12th. Will be any other one in the next years? Get connected to my social media for updates. If you want to know more about this bike ride play, go to factortierra.blogspot.com. in the query box Ride Bike. Also, you can get me on my social media for updates. I'm at Nelson Suyana. Also visit my podcast on Spotify. I'm as Nelson Peña Herrera Castillo. I have something to say about my last name too. There are surprises. Thanks for joining me. From Sullana, Peru, I'm Nelson Peña Herrera Castillo reporting. See you on the next Live Connection.